Welcome to part 2 of what if Goku was sent to Naruto. Last time we left off with Goku, Kiba, Hinata and Kurenai going off from the mission and Goku looking up at the full moon. I say let's get straight back into it. Okay. We left off last time with Goku turning into an Ozaru. Well, not turning into one, but it being foreshadows. So Goku turns into a giant Ozaru, and Goku is extremely strong in this form. I'd say, I wouldn't call him, I would say he's nearing Jonin level, but luckily the Great Ape is not the smartest beast, so Kurenai can move it away in that, but because Goku does not have any chakra, she can't use Genjutsu on it, so a lot of her powers are very weakened in this situation, so she asks for help from any other Jonin, and this place is not too far away. She had to slow down, she had to go there with Genin, but for any Jonin, they get there quite quickly. So a load of Jonin arrive, and they realise it's the Great Ape, so they fight it off, and eventually they defeat it after not a difficult battle, but quite a difficult battle, because the Great Ape is extremely powerful. Even when Goku was a kid, he could destroy Grandpa Gohan, who was an extremely powerful. He was one of the strongest martial artists in the world at that point. So it's the form's actually quite insane. I think it was nerfed at many points, but yeah. So Goku defeats all of them. Oh no, I'm sorry. He doesn't defeat all of them. He defeats most of them, but then eventually he gets taken back down to his previous form. Sorry, I'm just having some Coke. Not that kind of Coke, just some Diet Coke. YouTube is fine. So they all go back, and Kurenai wants to try and learn more about this power. Not just Ki, but she does want to learn a lot more about Ki. She wants to learn about the Great Ape form, because she thinks that it could be used extremely well if he can tame it. Its power. So we see Goku. He's also quite interested, but he has no clue what they're talking about, because he doesn't remember when he's in Great Ape form. He was like, "What are you talking about?" So he heard people talking about this Great Ape thing. He was like, "That's not me. I was on the mission with you guys." And Kurenai's like, "No, Goku, you 100% turned into a Great Ape." And he was like, "No. One guy. One small child with a tail." There's a lot of them, isn't there? They take Goku in for questioning because they want to learn more about this form. Now he's actually learned about it. So Goku has no clue about it, but they think that the power must come from his tail. So a lot of people say to cut it off. The third Hokage kind of says it, but Danzo says no, because Danzo, he just wants his power, doesn't he? I want Danzo to be kind of a big point in this story. So Danzo tells them not to, and that we need them, and this is a new tailed beast that they can use for the leaf. We cut back to Naruto. He's just come back from his mission, Land of the Waves, and they're all getting ready for the tuning exams. Sorry, I'm still tired. I have dreadful sleep. Even though it's 1, I'm just tired. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, so we see Naruto get ready for the tuning exam. Similar stuff happens, except Naruto's a bit stronger, so you can fight off the guys that attack him a little bit better. He's still friends with Konohamaru in this one. I'd say Goku's pretty close to him as well, but not too close. Just because Goku is friends with his boss. Damn, that makes Naruto sound very formal. But now Konohamaru calls him the boss. But yeah, so we cut back. Kurenai tells her team about the tuning exams as well. Of course, Goku accepts, Kiba accepts, and Hinata, she's actually been doing a lot more training with Goku. She's actually quite efficient in taijutsu, and her DL palm is quite a bit stronger. So yeah, she says to go in. Alright, so some of this stuff's going to be a little bit different, but I think at first, Goku would just be absolutely clueless about everything in this exam, but I'd find it 10 times funnier to have Goku and Naruto say it to each other. So I'd like to say that Goku's on the other side of Naruto. Of course, Hinata's on the other side of Naruto. But yeah, so you basically see these two kids having absolutely no clue what to do. They're both trying not to cheat. At one point, Goku charges up a Ki blast to try and get out of the test. They're very funny stuff. They're a very good duo in this story, I think. But yeah, they still pass because Naruto has that one speech, and Goku's not smart enough to make a speech, so he's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So he stays in the test, and he even passes. He has no clue how, so he did nothing. But he thinks that Goku doesn't actually know how the test works, so he thinks that because he shot off that Ki blast, he got through. Goku still wasn't very smart. He's always been a smart fighter, but he's never been smart, just like mentally. All right, so we see Goku go to the next exam. Naruto and that it goes like normally, but you know where Ino's team arrives to help them. I'm gonna replace that team with Goku in that team. So he sees Naruto getting beaten up, so he rushes in like full speed to try and help them. He punches. Oh, who's the guy? Or actually, before we cover this, I'm gonna go back a little bit. Do you remember when in the original the team saw Gaara? In this one, Goku's to jump out and say hi, and he chooses to fight them. He's Goku, so he didn't really care that Gaara just killed someone. He's not very scared. So Gaara pulls Goku in this like sand thing and tries to crush him, but he doesn't do anything. So when he shoots off another one, Goku just shoots off a Ki blast and explodes it. And Gaara says, "This will be interesting, but I must go, Monty boy." I'm so sorry about the voices, guys. I'm really sorry. But yeah, so Goku is defeated. No, not defeated. It's kind of a tie. Gaara goes because he wants to digital, and Goku's like, "Whoa, why would he run away from me?" And he's upset because he thought it would be a good fight. But yeah, now we cut back to later where Goku rushes at the sound guy. I forget their names, so I'm sorry, but I don't care. So Goku starts defending them, and Goku actually kind of beats them up. Like, I'm not even joking, Goku could probably take on all three of them. He is high level with that one, like, because he's using the form where he has, like, Ki around him, and he's trying to whip all of them. And Sasuke gets up in his new form, isn't he's all that, trying to get out and beat them all up, but Goku's already taken like most of them out. It's only the main guy left. So yeah, Sasuke still got bitten by Orochimaru. I can't do anything about that. It's a very fun part of the story in Naruto, I believe, and it makes up one of the most interesting arcs in the show. That not just being the Sasuke retrieval arc. A lot of arcs are mainly based on the fact that Sasuke's not there. Sasuke. So Naruto goes back, and yeah, he sees like Sasuke in this weird form trying to kill everyone. Well, not kill everyone, just a bit like mad in the head. So Goku goes over to him and completely just like punches him because Goku's clueless and he thinks, oh, they're very strong. Maybe I should punch them. Or he thinks that as well. He said evil intent, but still, he mainly thinks that. He actually hurts Sasuke. I think this version of Goku could beat Sasuke. Just like a 9,000 fused Naruto could easily beat Sasuke at this point, I believe. That's just what I think. I'm sorry if you disagree, but that's what I think. If you don't agree with me, these are my videos, so challenge me, alright? I don't care. And I don't actually know why my comments are off. I was to say if you'd help me with that, put it in the comments, but yeah, my comments are off and I don't know why. So I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, I'll carry on. So yeah, Goku, so after this, Sasuke is like mad at Goku. He keeps looking at him. It's like, not evil intent, just hatred. He thinks he's a doof and is weak, even though Goku kicked his ass. Right, so yeah, now we go into the fight. I don't think many would be changed. I'm just keep all the same. Put Goku against the person that fought Chinny. I'm an idiot. I just said Chinny. Yeah, the person that fought Shino in the original. I don't know. Is it Shino or Shino? Oh mate, I'm so sorry if I'm saying the names wrong. I get why people only watch like 2 minutes of my videos. This is like annoying for me as well. Alright, so Goku of course completely destroys him. I'm saying Goku destroys him in 3 seconds. He just runs up to him, absolutely willies him. So we go up to the next thing, and they call out the fights. It's like all of them are the same, except in this one. When Goku saw Dara in that fighting, Dara pointed at Goku and said, You're my opponent. Of course, Sasuke was mad at this because he wanted to fight Dara. But yeah, so the next fights will be. I will make these quite interesting. So and as well, Hinata did a lot better against Neji. He still lost. But yeah, he has a little bit of respect for that, but not really. Alright, so it's Goku versus Dara, Sasuke versus Naruto. Thought that'd be fun. Neji versus. I was really trying to think for the Neji one, and I can't think of a good match for him. So I might have to have some more something about that. Because I'd much rather have Naruto versus Sasuke. Because if Sasuke's not going up against Dara, I think it'd be cool for him to be against Naruto. Yeah, so let me keep thinking about that. Who else was in the finals? And there was Dara. There was Dara's team. I might put Dara. No, I can't. Alright, so Tamari's still against Shikamaru, like in the original, because I think that was a very good team. The sound guy's still here in this one. The main guy, because he never actually got beaten, so he's still in this one. He don't go off Dara in this one, because I think he's a very interesting character, and I'm saying he didn't. So it's Neji versus him. So yeah, I think that'd be a very fun match, and Tamari versus Shikamaru like in the original, and yeah, I'm not counting the other one. The puppet guy, I'm so bad at names because he'll forfeit like normal. So yeah, there's no point of like covering it. So yeah, well I'm sorry that I started, but please sub and like and goodbye.